Welcome to Arroyo Profiles. It's a new year and a new decade. Resolutions have been made and the path has been laid out much like a red carpet. So just like the awards season, grab your seat and watch the procession. So welcome here to Arroyo Profiles, where we profile a lot of the producers and volunteers and interns that come down here to Pasadena Media. So today, kind of a shift in schedule here. We're just going to have some of the volunteers and people that have come here to help on the show be on the show. They weren't expecting that. So as starting off with my first guest here is, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Matthew Cheng, and I'm a volunteer here in Pasadena Media.
Cool. All right, Matthew. All right, so Matthew, how'd you find out about us? How'd you find out about Pasadena Media?
It was through a director. His name is Alex.
Alex, uh-huh.
And at that time, I was a volunteer for a media station, a small media station.
Really?
Over in Monrovia called KGM TV.
Oh, KGM, yes. That's like our sister station, one of our sister, one of the local cable access stations here in the valley, in the San Gabriel Valley, but there's only a few of us left, so. So he told you about the facilities here?
Not quite.
So how'd you find out?
It was through Alex, and I found out about Pasadena Media, and I noticed that it's a community station, just like KGM, but it's bigger than KGM.
A little bit bigger, yeah. So how do you like it here?
It was good. Like some of the trainings are kind of like a review of what I learned at the university where I graduated in.
Yeah, so what university do you go to?
Cal State University, Los Angeles.
Cool.
And before I went to Cal State University, Los Angeles, I was a student in a community college.
Oh, really? Which college?
Pasadena State College.
Oh, good. So you're really into like the TV production and everything?
Yes.
Good. So these classes are pretty much industry standard. When you say?
Yeah.
Cool. So where do you plan on? Where were you planning on going with all your knowledge? You can plan on creating a show, or you plan on looking to get into the field of
Actually,
production?
For right now, I'm planning on working in some jobs in the media. Mm-hmm. Basically, I was a major in television and film.
Good.
In both community college and at the university. So right now, I'm thinking about finding media jobs in television and film. And of course, some of the media jobs that I found on the internet, they are so difficult to find.
They are.
What they said is besides academic experience, such as getting a degree, you need 1 to 2 years of experience, for that job.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find, especially jobs in CBS, NBC, or even KTLA, ABC, ESPN.
Yes.
They are hard to find. They need somebody with a professional experience of 1 to 2 years.
Yeah, that's difficult. More. Yeah, and you have to find a place that allows you the ability to work on them during that 1 or 2 years to actually touch the equipment. Because sometimes you get, as an intern, you don't get to handle the equipment. Yeah. So, but you find that you're able to handle the equipment here, right?
Not quite, because when I was at the university, most of the production skills that I have are maybe script writing, and sometimes we have to learn about mise en scène in movies, interviewing skills, and usually I don't study of what's going on in the control room a lot. During my years in community college and at the university. Usually I learn more about what's behind the camera.
Right.
And usually some of the journalism skills that I have when I was studying television and film at the university and over in community college.
Good. So you like a lot of behind the scenes work, right?
Yeah, but my lifelong goal, I would have to say, is to become a broadcaster in
good.
sports.
Oh, nice.
For like television networks such as Fox Sports or maybe ESPN.
ESPN, yeah.
But my lifelong goal, I have to say, it's always going to be like they can hear my voice. Like even though I have a voice as a broadcaster, they can like mostly hear my voice and like last time look at me on camera.
So you want to be heard and not seen? Is that it?
No. What I want to be is an announcer in sports. So like kind of like a play-by-play announcer.
Oh, good.
But usually like announcers, they are like announcing in a booth at any maybe stadiums and sports arenas. But the truth is that like about my announcing skills, I'm not good at announcing either soccer, football, basketball, or even like baseball. Or the type of announcing like that I have.
Well, that's something you can work on because
Yes.
I'll tell you a story, and this is the truth. There was one of the announcers, sports broadcasters on ESPN now, used to work with us as we had a small group that did high school football, and he was announcer on a lot of those games, and now he's the voice of the Chargers. Of the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
He's actually doing broadcast stuff. I hear him on ADM 710 radio, ESPN radio. So this is a good place to practice for things just like what you're talking about. It's a great place to practice those skills because you usually don't get those out in the field anywhere. And it's a great place to come here, practice your skills. And I would love to see you put together a sports program here because that's something that we lack. That's something that we don't have here at the station.
Actually, during my years at the university, when I was in my digital journalism course, I've created a website for digital journalism, and the name of the website. So, do you want me to give out the name of the website?
It's up to you. Yeah, go ahead.
It's called Horse Racing Highlights in one word. horseracinghighlights.wordpress.com. The website that I've created it shows highlights of horse racing from around the world.
All right.
And unfortunately, the website that I've created, it has less than 10 views. Every time I check on the views, it has less than 10 views. So I hope it can get like more than 10, might be 100 or might be 1,000.
And that's where Pasadena Media comes in to play because you can get your practice here, you can build up your audience, and do all those things through the facilities that we offer here. But we're running out of time. But Matthew, I wish you luck.
Yes.
I would love to see you do a sports program here. That's something that we need here, and get your chops on doing sports announcing and stuff. And this is a great place to cut your teeth on and to work out all the kinks. So
Thanks.
We'll be right back after this program. All right. Thank you, Matthew.
My name is Robert Lynn, and I'm doing karaoke at Barney's Beanery in Pasadena, and I'm watching the Arroyo channel.
Queen is just my everything. Right now, I wouldn't know where my life would be without her.
They say chivalry's dead. It's not. Terrence is a gentleman. He opens doors. His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. It takes me to a place of no hope. It takes me to a place of loneliness. It saddens me. When you discriminate against somebody in housing, where do these people go? Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
Hi, I'm Bud Bishop from the Pasadena Bio-Collaborative Incubator. We're a nonprofit organization focused on economic development and job creation. We provide training opportunities for people wanting to join the life science workforce and support startup companies that need cost-effective wet laboratory space with shared use access to a wide range of equipment, along with office amenities and mentors that can help a young company be successful. Please call us at 626-507-8487 to arrange a site visit or go to our website at pasadenabio.org to learn more. Thank you.
Oh, you should see what happens behind the scenes here. Anyway, welcome back to Arroyo Profiles. We're kind of doing a roundabout with some of the volunteers that came here to the show and did not realize that they would be on the show. So we already have one guest, number 2. And we have Mr. Kevin Cheng. How you doing, Kevin?
Good.
Good. See another Kevin, Kevin squared here. You've actually been around here for what, about a couple years? Year and a half?
A little under a year, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I've been volunteering on the show a little under a year, but I've taken classes a couple months before then.
Yeah.
It's maybe a year and a half.
So how you've taken quite a few of the classes, right?
Yes.
So tell us about your experience. How do you enjoy all this?
Well, I've learned most of what I know about the technical skills in filmmaking from here.
Good.
And then I've
good.
been able to use that in filming for this show and other shows.
Good. Great. That's wonderful. That's great to hear that. But you're not. Are you in school currently?
No.
Okay. So you're just independent volunteer. Are you looking to further your skills to go out into the world and maybe work on it?
Hopefully learn some of the technical skills
Yeah.
that I didn't get from lacking a film education so that I could work in film and television.
Good. So you're finding a lot of things that we do here at Pasadena Media applicable to the things that you're looking to do.
Yeah, learning how to use cameras and
Good.
audio come in and all the different pieces that go into filming.
Good. So what's been some of your favorite things that you've encountered here? It's been quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of surprises, a lot of unexpected things at every show.
That's the world of television. Yeah. Last minute changes and adjustments and everything. Good. Is there one in particular that you like? Any one camera or technical position that you particularly like and like to focus in on?
I think directing is probably
Directing.
my favorite one, getting to oversee all the different moving pieces and be able to, I think I probably feel more comfortable in the control room rather than in the studio, so
That's
that
cool.
gives me that opportunity to do that.
Now we have what's called the Tricaster, which is basically a multi-camera
Keyboard.
keyboard. Yeah, basically it replicates. If you ever seen a studio, it replicates looking at the overall studio. Then it has your separate camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, whatever, and then lots of other buttons and windows and things. So it's quite a deal to operate that thing. It's kind of like almost operating an airplane, right? So it's just a lot of buttons, controls, and a lot of things you have to keep. But that machine is very industry standard. So you're learning some very useful, skillful, whatever you might want to call skills. Yeah, useful, skillful skills.
And the new
Happy New Year.
And the new Tricaster just got put in, so I'm learning.
Yeah, we just have
now I have to relearn everything.
Right, we had the higher version just put in there. Cool. So you find it more comfortable being behind the scenes,
Yeah.
calling the shots, being touching the buttons. So you can plan on being one of our TV directors somewhere here in the future.
Possibly.
All right, that's cool. You let them know that you got your start here. But it is a good facility to practice, and that's basically what we try to convey to volunteers and interns that come through here, or anybody that comes through the door. Usually, and I can usually say this because I worked out in the field as an independent, and it's good to have a place to come practice, because once you get out there in the field, there's no time to practice. You hit the ground running, and you got to know what you're doing. Otherwise, they'll be like, such and such is slipping, and guess what? You don't get called on jobs if you're slipping. So this is a great place to practice, work out any kinks or anything, and I see you're making the most of it. So what other things would you tell somebody else about about here at Pasadena Media? What are some things you would tell somebody?
Probably take as many opportunities to learn as you can, even if it's something you probably don't think you're interested in, you might find you were incorrect.
All right, good. Yeah, and also we just started our new podcasting studio. You were on the Arroyo Profiles podcasting edition.
Yes, podcast
so
episode.
have you ever done a podcast?
I had not.
Yeah,
That was my first time being in a podcast.
It was pretty interesting. Yeah.
Talked about cats.
You talked about cats. The subject matter is something else, but yeah. The podcasting element is it's fun because people are able to do call-ins. You're able to go live, so you're able to actually carry on
Like a full-on radio conversation.
Yeah, just like you see Breakfast Club and all these others on scrolls on YouTube. So let's see. What's the one thing that what's one of the things you're looking to gain this year that you hadn't learned last year? That's a difficult question.
Yes. Well, there's always lots of surprises at every show, so probably I'll gain something that
You will.
even if I'm not expecting to gain that.
Being flexible and being always ready
Yes,
is part of the deal. All right, well thanks, Kev. We appreciate you always being here, always being a good volunteer and helping us out, because you've shown up at a lot of times when we needed that extra crew member and you were there. So we're always glad to have you here.
Probably not going to survive if I wasn't here.
And that's true, including tonight. All right. Well, thanks, Kev. What we'll do is we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to our next guest here on Arroyo Profiles. All right.
Hello, animal lovers. I'm Darlene Papa, Web Manager PR for Lifeline for Pets, your amazing no-kill animal rescue in Pasadena. We provide cageless care for homeless cats until a loving home can be found. Adopt, foster, or sponsor from us, and we'll make you a perfect match. We're proud to say that we've just been voted Reader's Choice Favorite Animal Charity. Sweet or shy, kitten, adult, senior, or special needs, we have them all. Visit us at lifelineforpets.org and also see us at the Pasadena PetSmart on Foothill Boulevard most Sunday afternoons. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts and paws.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Hello, we're Group 4601 and we're watching the Arroyo Channel.
And welcome back. How you doing this year? Anyway, we have a new guest here. I've known this guy since, I met him when he was like 18, and he was serving government. At 18, he was involved with city government over actually Altadena Town Council. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Justin Chapman. All right.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you.
Good. So Justin, just to inform everybody, tell us about your background, because I mentioned that you were on Altadena Town Council at the age of 18. Mm-hmm. So let us know, what was that experience like?
That was a very formative experience. I was actually 19, so a little older, but still the youngest elected official in LA County.
Yeah.
Certainly at the time, I haven't heard of any younger since then. But I was interested in serving my community, and I was working at the Altadena Library at the time, and noticed a sign about running for town council. Wow. So I decided to do it, not thinking I had any chance of winning. My opponent was the vice chairman of the town council and had been for 10 years. And was 50-something years old. Wow. And ended up winning with 63% of the vote.
Wow!
So decisive victory, if you will.
Wow.
And that's actually how I became aware of Pasadena Media, was through the town council, because you all film all the town council meetings once a month. Back when you guys had the studio on the other end of Las Robles.
Yeah, exactly.
So knew about you guys through the town council meetings, and then just lately, I've gotten interested in taking the training courses and doing the producer track and developing my own show. So that's what I'm working on now.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you actually are pretty much still involved with the little city government. You were heading up the one of the council and mayoral candidate forums for the West
Pasadena Residents Association. I served on the board for a few years as a secretary.
Yeah.
And now I'm just on the advisory council, but I helped organize and co-moderated the mayoral and District 6 City Council Candidates Forum, which Pasadena Media also filmed, which is airing tonight, actually, so people can check it out. But yeah, so still involved in the local community.
Great. So just to backtrack, one of the things that we've been actually, I would say one of the things that the city, because we cover all the council meetings, is they are looking to get younger people involved, and you basically are an inspiration because you're a trailblazer. Like you said, you were the youngest one in LA County. So just to try to help bring in younger people into government, if you could share what were some of the key points that kind of piqued your interest, because I know at that age, sometimes you don't want to be bothered with all that noise. Basically, I'll put it to put it simply. You don't want to hear all the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But as a young person coming in, how did you feel? Well, just explain what inspired you to come to be involved, basically.
Well, at the time for the town council thing, this was back in 2005. I was writing for the Pasadena Weekly on a freelance basis. And I was really involved in national politics and state politics, but I saw the local government as the level of government that really has an immediate impact on people's lives in a pretty profound way and an immediate way. So I was inspired by my colleagues at Pasadena Weekly to look at how I could be more involved, because I was very eager at that time to make an impact in the community, and this was just a perfect opportunity to do so. It is a challenge to get young people involved in any government or journalism or civic society. But I think that they should, because there are a whole number of beneficial things that came out of me jumping into that fire. Later on, all these people that I met at the time have really impacted my life years down the road, given me opportunities that I wouldn't have had otherwise, 10 years, 14 years down the road.
Wow. Cool.
Jobs or story sources for articles or whatever it is. So it was one of the best decisions I ever made. So I definitely encourage young people to get involved.
Really good. That's cool, because it's kind of like you like I was saying at the beginning of the show, it's kind of like a red carpet laid out for the path, and you kind of did that early on. Many of us wait a little late until to try to do something, but that's great. So so what are some of the things that you kind of got going on now?
Well, still writing articles. Wrote about the candidates forum that I helped organize for Pasadena Now. My good friend Andre Coleman, who got me into journalism all those years ago, he's now the new managing editor at Pasadena Now. So I'm excited to see what new ideas he's going to bring to that outlet. I also still work at USC, so I work for an international relations think tank. It's called the Pacific Council, and I'm in the communications department there. And so I do the media relations, social media, writing for our website, editing articles for our newsroom, all communications related stuff.
Wow.
And we're affiliated with USC Annenberg, which I just graduated from. So that's a big part of my life, as is my 15-month-old daughter.
Oh wow, really?
So that takes up another big chunk.
Wow. Well, congratulations. I didn't know about your daughter. Congratulations. Great. Hey, well, you got hashtag girl dad. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. And so here, I'm on the producer's path, taking the training courses at Pasadena Media, and thinking about developing a news talk show to be produced here. Talking news, local politics, arts, culture, sort of still in the incubation phase, but
Cool.
I'm going to be looking for that soon.
Good. Well, that's a great thing to hear, bro. That's a great thing to hear. I'd love to carry on some more conversation, but of course, as time goes, it always winds up too fast. So, but appreciate it.
Good talking to you.
We'll talk again. Maybe we'll have you on like as a part 2, because
Cool.
I'd love to find out more about the things that's going on. And by the way, what's your little girl's name?
Sienna.
Sienna. Well, say hi to Sienna. Okay. So, as the close goes, that's all the time we have here on this episode of Arroyo Profiles. I hope you found it both informative and entertaining. This is one of our training programs where the television equipment is operated by volunteers and interns as we speak, with a little coaching from our staff to make sure they get the most out of the training experience. And they don't know if they're going to show up on the show as guests either. But anyway, if you're interested in learning more, you can find Pasadena Media through all the usual social media platforms. For those of you who would like to do more than follow and subscribe, log on to our website and you can get involved. As you already have heard, we offer training to anyone interested in television production, whether you're interested in pushing buttons, pushing your point of view, or pushing the envelope. It all starts with an orientation and tour. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you here on the Arroyo Channel.